Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this triple goddess energy activation. In this energy activation, each one of us, myself, Kendall, and Jamie, we will be embodying an aspect of triple goddess energy. And in that embodiment and energy activation, we invite you to be open to receive whatever is in the most alignment to be activated within you through this session today. And so the triple goddess represents the maiden and the mother and the crone. It's the divine, it can be said to be the divine feminine phases of a life cycle, of a journey. And often we cycle through those phases more than once in our life. And sometimes we embody more than one archetype at a time. And so I'm going to pass it to Kendall, who's going to talk just a little bit about the maiden energy, because that's what she will be embodying and channeling in the session today.
Hi. So first off, I just want to say I wore these overalls and they have butterflies all over them and skulls. And I feel like that quite literally is the maiden energy. It's that I wrote a musical based on my healing journey, and it's a modern Cinderella story in the sense that the character, me, goes through the darkness as the maiden, like begins as the maiden, and you can think of any, I guess, Disney princess as a maiden archetype. And that means like there's like this innocence and this playfulness and this seeing the good of everything, maybe too good with rose-colored glasses. And then you kind of realize like that veil kind of gets lifted and you kind of see the darkness for what it is, and you go into the darkness. And in this musical, I go into the mystic archetype, which is getting very inward and internal. And then you kind of like the cocoon phase of the butterfly, and then you kind of emerge as the queen with the wings and embody the queen, which often can also be in tandem with the mother. And so I feel like this today, I'm very connected to Persephone's energy. And for those of you who don't know who, like the story of Persephone, she was essentially this goddess and maiden, and she was just picking flowers in a field when Hades came up from the underworld and saw her and wanted to essentially take her back to the underworld to be his bride. And because he couldn't get the permission of her mother, he kidnapped her and took her to the underworld. And she eventually was able to leave, but he tricked her into eating a pomegranate seed before she went back up, which would make it so every year she'd have to come down to the underworld to see him and split time with her mother and him, which is the story of the seasons. So winter is when her mother's grieving her loss. I'm sorry to abruptly cut into my face, but I am going to be bringing Persephone's energy through in my portion of the activation on Rachel's channel. But essentially, the portion that I'm going to be bringing through is the energy of you having gone through the journey through your own underworld, and maybe you're completing your own karmic cycles right now, or you're really letting go of something, or you're really feeling the Scorpio energy and you feel like you've been transforming. So the energy that I'm going to actually be channeling today is going to be that spirit of the maiden blooming from, or Persephone energy blooming from the maiden that's been trapped in the underworld into this full, bright spring queen goddess energy. And then that will lead you into Rachel's activation, which will be for the mother. However, if you are wanting to go a lot deeper and you don't feel ready to emerge from the underworld, Maybe there's still stuff you're working through. Maybe you feel like there's just like this karmic ending in your life or this rebirth process that you haven't been able to fully break through from. Like if there's been a heavy energy that you just felt like you haven't been able to understand, but you really are needing to like actually go into the depths of your own shadow and really transform so that you can emerge into this vibrant spring goddess, then I invite you. We have linked below a second activation where I channel taking you down into the underworld and doing a process I call IFS to really get clear on what your biggest block has been. And then also to see in your life where you might have Hades energy, whether that's just people in your life that are embodying Hades energy or just patterns or your own beliefs. You're going to be able to see that energy for what it is so you can break free from it in the most harmonious way and emerge from the underworld as this full spring goddess version of self. So if you're wanting that level of healing, I highly invite you to pause this activation on Rachel's channel, and you can find the in-depth Persephone activation linked below on my personal YouTube channel, which is called Kundalini Kendall. I also have the timestamps below it because I'm going to have an intro and outro in the video, so you can find just the meditation portion if you're wanting, or you can listen to the intro and outro as I'm going to be talking about two very powerful witchy girl events I'm hosting in the month of October and beginning of November. One is actually with Rachael and Jamie. We're going to be talking about it in this activation as well. And then one is a Witchy Girl Fall Retreat that I'm leading on November 3rd. So if you're interested in those, you can hear me in the intro and outro talking about those. But if you just are wanting a deeper healing, I highly invite you to pause this video right now, go to the activation on Kundalini Kendall, go through your own underworld experience. And then when you're emerging in this more spring-like energy, come back to Rachel's channel and do our 3-part triple goddess activation. I'm going to pass the baton to Rachael because she's going to be talking more about the mother archetype and the mother energy that she's going to bring through.
So once Kendall takes you through that maiden energy, that uncovering of truths and deep self-discovery and unfoldment, then I'll be channeling the mother energy. And the mother archetype is one of abundance. It's one of fertility. It's one of, if you think of a manifestation, it's one of actually births into your reality. You've gone through the maiden stage and you're more sure of yourself and who you are. And now you're ready to have more of an embodied experience of that. If you think of the Empress and the Tarot, that's the mother energy. It can be literal, it can be metaphoric, it's whatever that means for you, but it's the opening to your abundance being here now, your manifestations, your desires, if you think of in the Tarot, the Empress energy, she's sitting on her throne and she's allowing things to come to her. She's allowing things to be birthed. She's no longer on a journey, but she has found stability and security within herself. And then that reflects in all areas of her life. So that is the energy that I'll be bringing through. There's several goddesses that are associated with that archetype. So we'll see who wants to come through today, if any of them do, but maybe some throat chakra clearing. So after Kendall takes you through that, then I will be taking you through the mother, and then I'll be passing it to Jamie to take you through the crone.
Thank you, girls. The crone energy, something that I'm 40, so I'm not I'm not full crone yet, but I have a sense of all three. And so what I feel into for her is wisdom of why I went through the things I went through. It's the being older and aging, but not being threatened by anyone young because you know how beautiful your insides are, energy. And if you do have that wound where you're threatened by someone younger than you, because I know, I'm just beginning to be in this aging process where I didn't have wrinkles or I have wrinkles where I didn't before, and all this stuff. And you're just like, wow, that's interesting. I am aging. I am learning. But what comes with that really is this full, and from the mother, this full magnificence into the truth of who you are. And I know me personally, that's why I came to the planet, because I'm like, I want to love me. I want to know me. And that does come with time. And so I'm hoping we can flip the script on this archetype. And even me, I feel a little triggered by the word and how she's portrayed. And it really is unshakable confidence, beauty, wisdom, and a knowing of yourself on a level that that you can't buy. So I'm going to assist us in coming into that depth of your divinity, and just letting more and more and more light and wisdom guide your way.
And then at the end, once we go through this journey together, we all three will be sending a very integrative activation so that you can integrate all of this at the same time, always in a way that's in alignment for you and where you are. So I would invite you to, in this session in particular, drop into your body, into your energy, out of the mind, out of conceptualizing what certain things might mean, but allowing yourself to go through the experience and be activated in a way that you need most, without trying to figure out what that is beforehand or even during. And so with that being said, we are all energy channels and healers. And during the session, we will be sending, not only embodying this energy and activating that way, but sending the activation to you. And I always like to ask for consent. So if you're open and receptive to receive these energy activations, always for your highest and best good, in a way that's in alignment with you, in your mind's eye, just say yes. And we're going to start. I like to take a moment to connect energetically. And then we will start with the Maiden, as Kendall embodies and channels that. So relax, allow, and receive.
Another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I want you to just tune into your heart space, the wisdom of your body. You look down and you begin to notice that you are standing barefoot in the middle of a vibrant field of wildflowers. And you notice, you look down and you at your bare feet, and you notice that you're wearing something that really invokes this very flowy flower-like energy. Maybe you have a flower crown in your hair. And you feel this level of freedom because you have just escaped from the underworld for good. You have just broken free from a deep karmic cycle where you deep sort of energy within your own shadow and underworld that has really been holding you back from full liberation. And if you feel like you haven't fully broken free, I once again just want to invite you to pause this meditation and find my deeper level Persephone meditation linked below, where I guide you into the underworld to face your shadow and alchemize it. However, if you are feeling like you are liberated and ready and in this energy of expansion and breaking free, then please continue to stand with us in this field of flowers. And I want you to just think back on maybe the cycle that you've been moving through and processing. Noticing any lingering energy, any lingering fear of what you've been through. When you think about tuning into your heart, having something you really desire, something you've been manifesting for quite some time, something that feels like these spring flowers, what sort of lingering fear connected to the cycle you've closed out or your inner underworld is still coming up for you? And so I'm just flowing you this divine healing energy as we hold space for that. When we allow, when you think about having exactly what you want right now, if you got what you want right now, what fear comes up? What within you is saying, I don't actually want that right now because of this, because of X. And so I'm going to be silent as we allow this energy to reveal itself now. Flowing you this divine healing energy of transformation. And you notice that in front of you there is a path of stones through this field of wildflowers. And with each step you take forward, you find that you sink into a deeper and deeper state of relaxation, as we are going to be brought to the source point, the core belief, memory, or energy connected to these inner fears, this inner block. So 10, taking a deeper step now. 8, 7, even deeper. 6, feeling the earth beneath your feet. 5, even deeper. 4, 3, even deeper, and 1. And you look down and you notice that in your palm is this pomegranate seed. Your hand begins to open, and you notice that in the middle of your palm, and you look down at your hand in first person, and you notice that your hand begins to slowly open, and in your hand is this pomegranate seed. And this seed represents this energy that Hades put in your palm when you were on your way out of the underworld. But you chose not to eat it. You chose to not let it sit within you anymore. And yet you're still holding on to it on some level. So what is this energy or this belief? We are calling upon the energy of Archangel Michael and the violet flame. And you notice the violet flame now burning in front of you in the field of flowers. Asking Archangel Michael to help cut you free for good of this energy block. As you take this pomegranate seed and throw it into the violet flame. And I want you to just feel this energy clear as the violet flame burns this pomegranate seed, transmuting it from this darkness. And as this seed transmutes, the violet flame clears, and you notice that the seed is now this golden, glowing color of love, of wisdom. And you realize that the darkness you went through actually gave you the very wisdom and light, now that you're seeing it in a different perspective, to help you embody your queen energy and attract this manifestation. And so you pick up this now golden and transmuted pomegranate seed and you dig a little patch of earth free and you plant it in the earth. You cover it up. And you are sending this pomegranate seed, this healing golden light, as it slowly begins to grow and transform, breaking through the earth into this expanded energy of this vibrant, plentiful harvest, this massive pomegranate tree that is now shielding you with this energy of protection. It's a very sunny and hot day and shade and nurturing. And you feel your feet as you walk closer to this pomegranate tree, and you might even want to put your arms around it, receiving the frequencies and the activation of this tree now. What is the energy of this tree? What is this new belief and this new perspective that you are being invited to take on about what you've been through, and also help you embody your queen energy more and free and liberate you more? Make you feel safe being in your power. And so as you do this, you begin to notice that the vibrancy and the abundance of the roots of this great tree are almost spreading through this field of flowers, and new growth is forming. The most vibrant, beautiful flowers you've ever seen, and butterflies are flitting and flying, and fairies are dancing, and this magical new earth has begun to be created in your own reality. And what is this new earth for you in your own life? What are you birthing right now from the seed of your own wisdom and magic? And as this cornucopia begins to spread in your own life through this forest, and I'm being energetically called to sing a song. And I want you to just receive the frequencies of this song as you reflect on where you've come from and where you're going. Before I pass the energetic baton to Rachael. And this is a beautiful song that I heard at Joni Mitchell's concert this last weekend. But it represents the cyclical seasons of life, the ever-changing, ever-flowing, ever-expanding nature. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came and go round and round and round in the circle game.
And so we step now from that journey of peeling back all the layers, that journey of finding truth, learning how to speak your truth, that journey through the shadows and the light and the embodiment and integration of all of that. And we step now into this next phase. The mother archetype or the mother phase is associated with the full moon. And Goddess Selene is the moon energy. And so I have now this piece of selenite, and I'm channeling energy through the selenite. And this is cleansing all of that old energy. When we go deep into the shadows, although it is transformative, you experience the alchemy and the transmutation. Sometimes there's that part of us that, because of the intensity of the experience, will carry a bit of that energy. And so I'm channeling the energy through the selenite, through your energy field, and I invite you just to let this relax you. Taking some deep breaths and allowing yourself and your body to come into this state of homeostasis. Allowing this divine feminine energy of the moon to wash through you. Feeling the energy of Mother Earth cradling you. And so whenever you are on the journey of the Maiden, it is a journey. And I liken it to, say, if you were hiking for a long time, or you went through a really intense workout or run. There's an intensity to it, right? Or maybe it's that hero's journey where you're feeling like you're fighting and you're battling. There's an intensity. And then once you're done, let's say with that run or that hike, there's that period of rest. And you need that. You need that to physiologically bring your body back into that state of homeostasis. So that's what we're doing now. This is your period of rest. You've done so well. You've been a warrior, a light bearer. You have honored your truth. And now it is time for stillness. Now it is time to let go of that journey that you've been on. Just remaining in this space of stillness and allowing yourself to be soothed by these energies created by Mother Earth. The selenite channeling Goddess Selene, clearing out the field, clearing out the debris and the energy from that journey that you've been on. Taking a deep breath into the bottom of your stomach, allowing your stomach to fill with air. And exhale, allowing your body to relax. We're in this state of relaxation. We open up to that receiving mode, receiving your well-earned blessings. We step into that birthing process where your manifestations, your seeds, they come into harvest, they come into physical form, whether that be within yourself, projected in your reality. So in your mind's eye, just visualize that you are sitting upon a throne. You have integrated that journey that you've been on, and now it's the time for blessings. Now it's the time for that new state, that new embodiment. So you're sitting upon this throne and you notice all of this energy that is now blooming within you. It was covered up before by the debris, by the masks that we wear, by old energies that were based in illusion such as scarcity, not good enough, not worthy. But we sit upon this throne and the only thing right now that we feel into is our worthiness. Just repeating to ourselves, I am worthy of my blessings. I am worthy of effortless, desired manifestations. I am worthy of loving myself unconditionally. And I am worthy of receiving this love and acceptance from my reality, from others. So in your journey up until this point, you have learned your truth. You have discovered more and more of yourself, your soul, and more of what you truly want in life. So we let go of any shame, any shoulds, any should nots, and we just sit. Now that you are in this phase of fruition, this phase of manifestation, what is it that has been bubbling beneath the surface? What is it that you have been wanting most? And I'll give you space just to bring all of this into your mind's eye. As you bring this into your field without any barriers, you are giving yourself the permission to express it in reality. You give these energies permission to form. And the energy of the full moon, the moon at its fullest state, is activated within you. And you shine. And in this shining, you notice if there's any masks, any resistance that's still present. And through our unconditional love, we just let them drop away. The goddesses surround you now. Goddess Isis, Mama Oshun, Bridget, and Freya. And they each are giving you an energy activation of what they have learned to embody for themselves. This fertility, this unconditional love, this divine feminine power at its fullest. The energy of joy and pleasure, dance, sensuality, love expressed within and without, true abundance in all forms. All of this is being activated within your field. And it acts as water and fertilizer for those seeds that you planted, for all those desires, and they're growing and they're blooming and they're blossoming within you. And the energy is now just pouring forth from you, creating an entirely new, embodied reality. And all you're being invited to do is be in this state. Being in your own essence, enjoying your own essence, enjoying who you are, this energy that you cultivated. Being in joy and pleasure. You didn't go through the journey to journey more. You didn't manifest all of this beauty just to not enjoy it or to fear losing it. And so we're allowing the love of the mother archetype to nurture you, transmute the fear as you step more and more into embodiment through joy. There is an endless supply, endless abundance that stems all from within you, and it was just covered up by illusion, but now the illusions are gone and you are here and you can expand from here. There's no going back. You can be here and you can continue to expand. So let's just take a few more moments and be in this space. No words, no thoughts, embodiment, being. And within you, you just see this endless supply, this endless, infinite well of blessings that continue to pour forth. There is no end. There is no stop. This is the embodiment of the Creator. And I will give you space to just allow all parts of you to acknowledge that, to see, embody, feel the truth of that. And with this embodiment, we now move to Jamie as you enter the energy of the Crone.
Hello, angels. I invite you to allow your body to take a deep rest now in the safety of the journey you've been on, the safety of your inner wisdom. Just breathe deep into that belly and allow a nurturance to move in through any part of your being that needs it. The quote, "Leap and the net will appear," is true and confusing until I realized I was the net. You are the net. Your wisdom, your divinity, your anchor. If we believe the net is out there, of course, we're afraid. And I know at first, through whatever part of your journey you're on, it can feel confusing or untrustworthy. But I'm over here holding the space for you and reminding you of the truth that if you hold with conviction, and I invite you to hold this energy now, that I am that which I seek. And one day I will know that I know that I know that it was the safety of my own bones and my own wisdom and my own truth that I was looking for. Your inner landscape, your connection to your heart, to divinity, to soul. So I invite you now to intend this, pray about this, invite this. I intend to be anchored in my wisdom. Just say this aloud. We're putting a new address in our energetic GPS. I intend to feel safe in my truth. I intend to be in my body, connected to my heart, my soul, my source. Wisdom is the most trustworthy source. And I invite you, as what I've learned in my years on the planet, to open to your own love. It is thus far the greatest medicine I have received. It requires a fierce devotion to it. You are the one coming to save you with a refusal to listen to the darkness in your mind and a dedication to the light stronger than any dedication you've known. This will grant you the wisdom of the Crone energy. This is me. This is my way. When I receive, I am an offering to all. My light is a gift. My wisdom is my guide. And just let that energy integrate. There's nothing you need to do here. I'm pulling down wisdom from this energy to penetrate, percolate, move through your DNA. Trust that your mind might not understand the journey you've been on today, but your body and your being will know it. And just set the intention, I receive that which I am meant to receive today in alignment with love, and I leave the rest. I release any energies that are not mine to carry. I am me and only me, and I am safe in my own knowledge. Not the knowledge of that which was wired down to me, but my heart, my womb, my connection to source, my third eye. Yes, this is real. Yes, this is the new way. And yes, it is safe. I am loving you. I am holding you in safety and in the intention that you remember this part and find an unwavering oak tree in it, as I have. And I offer you the intention that if it feels good to you, to allow the integration of all three energies that were activated today, the Maiden, the Mother, and the Crone, for you to use and call upon at whatever moment or journey you are in your life. As beyond time and space, there is only love. Just take a deep breath here as this integrates, and your wisdom offers you whatever you need to hear and know today. Just bringing your energy back into your body, just by bringing your attention to yourself. Breathing deep. Feeling your feet on the earth. Good. Thank you for allowing me and us to be part of your journey today. As I pass the energy back to Rachael, I am graciously leaving for a beautiful client of mine who needs my wisdom. And I will let the girls share with you ways that you can join us for more expansion and into these beautiful energies. All the love.
Thank you, Jamie. Okay. So we have now disconnected from the session. And we invite you to take time for whatever you need and allow this integration to take place. We are doing a Activating Your Inner Witch circle. It's donation based. It's going to be online on the 28th. It's going to be pretty light magical, doing some, just fun, different things. So if you would like to come and just experience a magical hour and a half, then I'll link it below. Like I said, it's all donation based. So come if you feel aligned. Okay, so I think we are complete. And thank you so much for tuning into this. I'm sending you so much love and light. And I'll post some triple goddess resources below as well, so that if you want to dive more into this energy that you can. Okay. Bye.